In this video, we're going to be looking at Photoshop. Photoshop is one of the few Adobe Creative Suite applications that we'll be learning in this class. So before we get started, let's go to Course Documents on your web campus. So always click to Course Documents, and in Course Documents you'll always find a folder for the class that we're in. So right now we're in Class 1, September 8th, so let's click in there. And we have Week 1 images. So let's click on Week 1 images. Okay, and that should download Week 1 images folder into your downloads. Okay, so after you have downloaded it, you still have to right click and then you have to extract it. Okay, so that's right click and then extract all, and I'm extracting it to my downloads. Okay, so only after you have extracted it, because it's a zip folder, then you can use it. If you don't extract it, you cannot use it. So some students don't extract it and then they have trouble opening their files later. So if that is the case, it's because you did not extract it. Again, to extract it, you download it from Web Campus, you right click on it, and then you go extract all. Okay, so next you can double click into your Week 1 images folder, and now you can see the images. Alright, so now we're ready to hop on over to Photoshop. So open up Photoshop. Okay. Open File, or File Open, and let's open up one of the images that we just downloaded. So you have to navigate to Downloads. Okay, so Downloads, and then Week 1 images folder. You cannot go into your zipped folder, it won't work, so you have to go to the one that you extracted. Double click in it, Week 1 images, and I'm going to open up apples. Okay. So before we do anything, I'm just going to explain the workspace. Alright, the workspace looks like this. Okay, so at the very top you have your application bar across the top. So those are things like File, Edit, Image, Layer, Type, Select, and I'll go and help. And I'll go through each one of these later on, okay, when we're actually working in something. Next we have the Tools bar. Okay, the Tools panel contains tools for creating and editing images, artwork, and page elements, and so on. And related tools are grouped. Okay, so if you click on it, click on, let's say, the first one, under that you actually have more options. You have your Move tool or your Artboard tool, and this one is your Selection tool. If you click on it and hold your mouse there, you have a drop down of other similar tools next to it. Alright? And again, we are going to spend quite a bit of time going over each one of these tools and what they do. Next, we have the Options bar here, where my mouse is. So as you click on each tool, the options will change. So just keep your eye there. As you click on each tool, your options will change, because the options change depending on what tool you have selected. So for example, if I have my brush tool selected, I have all these different options here in my options bar control panel. Okay, and then over here is my document, so where my cursor is, and I'm circling with my cursor, is my document window. It displays the file that you're working on, and document windows can be tabbed and in certain cases grouped and docked, meaning if you have multiple images opened, then you can have it tabbed or you can have it grouped and docked. Okay, so here if I open another one, go City, so here we have it tabbed, and you can click from one image to another image. If you want to close one of them, you just go to the X there. And next you have panels over here. Okay, so over here you have the color panels. You can have other panels. If you go to Window, you can open up other panels like Layers. Layers are something that we'll be working in. Alright, and so on. Okay, so we'll also go through the windows and look at some of these panels that we'll be working in. And that is it for the introduction to the workspace in Photoshop. Next, we'll be doing a few exercises to get to know the tools and the different panels more.